Hey guys, welcome to a new playthrough, Resident Evil the Remake on the PC. Really looking forward to this one. For me it was a game that totally was off my radar until I heard about its release and I was like, okay, that will be the next one. It will be a deep playthrough for those of you that do not know yet. It's I've written a bit also in the description of what it is. It's like as immersive as possible. I try to disable as many HUD elements as possible to keep the experience as cinematic as can be. I will do the hardest difficulty. I will try to get all the collectibles. If there are side missions, I will do side missions. If there are booklets or tape recorders to catch up on the lore, I will go through them. So it's more or less like a really deep, as broad as possible experience as can be. As I think that the developers really intended it to be played. So really squeezing every last ounce of entertainment from the $60 or €60 price tag that the game comes with. So it will be a deep playthrough on the PC. I will be recording. This is the first game I'm recording now with my new PC, a 9900K 2080 Ti gaming PC with an Avermedia capture card. I think it's the 4K Ultra or whatever. It is capable of capturing 60 frames per second in 4K with HDR, 10 bits a video stream. The only thing is that I tested it before booting it up now, and recording in 60 frames per second is possible, but actually the frame rate of the game while simultaneously playing and recording with the capture card in the same PC, because I don't have two PCs, it's all in one PC, it actually drops the frames quite a lot. So I decided on for now to records the footage in 4K HDR but 30 frames per second. And actually there's also another reason for that, and that is that really YouTube at this day and age is not ready for big files at 60 frames per second 4K HDR. Most of the time, and I'm really talking 95% of the time, they will either crash out while processing. They will, for me, they will get stuck at 720p SDR, standard dynamic range, and if you click them, it will simply be an endless loading screen. Or if you're lucky, they will maybe get to 1080p HDR, or maybe even 4040. But for instance, I did a deep playthrough of Red Dead Redemption, and from the maybe 200 episodes, maybe some 5 or 10 of them really got the true 4K treatment. So bringing down the file size is a way to hopefully help YouTube a bit with getting actually all the way up to 4K HDR. And of course slashing the frame rate in half really brings down the file size. And I will also put a timer on each episode, and I will try to keep the footage per part of the playthrough under 30 minutes. So that is a lot of technical babbling, but it's I always find it not fun, but I'd like to just mention this all just for the record, so that it's clear what is going on. So that will be it, a deep playthrough 4K HDR 30 frames per second on a 9900K 2080 Ti Nvidia graphics cards. And let's boot up the menu. And I just only started a story to check how the recording worked. So I will just start a new game. I really haven't played anything yet. It will be also a blind playthrough. I will do commentary and do the whole game. You will see it in the YouTube episode, like exactly how I encounter it. I will also not edit the footage afterwards. I will just, yeah, it's a one-on-one reflection of how my gaming experience is. Editing HDR 10-bit streams. There are not a lot of editors that actually support HDR yet. It's really weird. Like 4K and HDR, it's almost getting like pretty mainstream. All the televisions you can buy at the hi-fi stores, they all support 4K HDR, but still a lot of video editor software do not yet support it. YouTube is really finicky about it, so it's really weird. It's like almost like there are already talks of 8K, like televisions that can support 8K or video cards, while 4K HDR is simply hardly feasible yet. It's really weird, I find, but whatever. A lot of babbling. This is starting the new story. We will do that. Then we have, I will quickly run through the menu. We have bonuses. Not really sure what this is. Records. Complete all objectives in records. Yeah, these are like, I think, achievements or something. I have no idea. Concept arts. Of course, it's all still undisclosed. Models. We can unlock 68 models, quite a lot. So that are the bonuses. Online store, I will not do any in-game purchases or online. I'm only for the offline single player experience. Then we have the options. The controls, I keep them normal. I only put off auto reload. Try to make it as challenging as possible. And aim assist, I also put off. Camera, I kept it all at default. And the sensitivity, I have no idea whether it will be good or bad. Maybe I have to tweak it along the way, but for now we'll keep it at default. Display, HDR is on. Brightness, I configured it so it's like you have to say, yeah, that you can barely see one figure into another figure or whatever. So I did that. So it should be all pretty much configured quite fine. It's at the default values actually. Then we have reticle, color and stuff. Tutorials I will keep on to get into all the finesses of the game mechanics. The HUD I will put it off. I am not sure whether that is feasible, like whether you really need it, but I will just see how far I get without any HUD, because I really don't like the tendency in modern games to make it all foolproof, the whole interface. You have like 10 counters, flashing icons, objective markers, turbo score, super meters. It's like a totally over-cluttered, unimmersive, distractive mess in my book, very often in a lot of games. So if the option is there, I really try to disable as much unnecessary HUD elements as possible. Sometimes there are elements that you really need to just simply have a relatively normal gaming experience, but often they are not really necessary. And it also, if you do it without a HUD, you really have more like I find at least a sense of achievement when, for instance, you have to get somewhere. You really have to pay attention to the game world. Like, okay, you look into your menu, you see the map, and then in the game you will try to get there instead of a big arrow pointing you exactly where you have to go. Preferably also with like the distance yet to be covered, a meter underneath it. That's also, yeah, it's super made foolproof, but it's also almost like you're a retard. You cannot do anything. The developers almost expect gamers not to be inventive or capable whatsoever on their own. And yeah, I don't really like it. I like to figure stuff out myself as much as possible. So the HUD will be off. Sorry for my rambling, but once we get through it, we will just get fully into the game and I will shut my zipper. Zip my shutter, or however you say it. Audio, I all kept it on default. My audio output goes through a 5.1 system, and then I have a headset hooked up in that, so I will have the output device to the 5.1. Real-time binaural, no idea what it actually was, but it's some kind of 3D setting. Toggle the function that reproduces 3D audio on or off. Whatever. Language, English, English, subtitles off. The same goes as with the HUD. As least unnecessary elements on the screen as possible. The least as possible. And of course I assume we all know how to understand verbal English. So there's no need for subtitles in my ID. The graphics, it's now in the red. Graphics memory has been colored red due to high usage. Serious bugs may occur. I tested briefly. It all looked pretty fine, so I will keep it at this. It is like in the middle of the screen. You see the memory. It's 9.97 gigabytes, while I have some 10.79 gigabytes available. And I would say, okay, that's not exceeding it. So for me, it looks pretty good, so we'll just see how it runs. I maxed out everything, and that is like DirectX 12, full screen, 4K, rendering modes. What the hell is this? Normal? Oh yeah, interlaced. No, you really want normal. Image quality 100%. You can do, I think, super sampling, but we already have 4K, high enough. Refresh rate 60 frames per second, frame rate as well. VSync is off. I have it in the NVIDIA control panel. Anti-aliasing, I put it to the best setting, but actually I'm not even sure whether it's required at all. It makes it, if you look at the preview picture, it makes it a bit washed out and really soft, the image. You see now the circle in the middle of that emblem. If I put it off, it's way more sharp, so maybe I can just keep it off. But for now, we'll just keep it on. Texture quality, I put it to 4 gigabytes. You can even get to 8 gigabyte or whatever, but then I will exceed the VRAM of my video card, so I will keep it at 4 gigabyte. Filter quality, oh, that was actually not at the highest. It should go to 16. Mesh quality max, shadow quality max, shadow cage on, contact shadows on, screen space reflection on, subsurface scattering on, volumetric lighting quality high, particle lighting quality high, ambient occlusion HBAO plus, that's I think the best setting, bloom on, lens flare on, motion blur on, depth of field on, lens distortion on, plus chromatic aberration, and film noise on. I know a lot of people don't really like the film grain, the film noise, and also chromatic aberration, but yeah, I'm just going with how the developers intended the game to be experienced, so for now I will just keep it on. It all looked pretty fine. So that are the graphical settings, pretty much maxed out. And then we can exit the game, but let's not do that now, shall we? And let's boot up a new game. Looking forward, here we go. New game. We will play as Leon. We can also do Claire, but yeah, I will play, I'm a dude and he is a dude, so that is and he is also like the first option, so I will just go with Leon. Select a game mode, hardcore, that's what we will do. You have like the easy modes. For players who are unfamiliar with action games, aim assist is on, recover a certain amount of health automatically is on, enemies are a little weaker. Then you have standard, the normal gameplay mode, and we have hardcore. For hardcore fans of the series, saving requires an ink ribbon, no autosaves, and stronger enemies. So let's go with that. Hardcore game mode requires use of ink ribbons to save. In addition, there is no autosave in this game mode. Start a new game in hardcore mode. Yep. Alright, and what I noticed, I'm not even gonna read the menu because the loading times are like super quick.
I saw this with my own eyes.
Oh, I believe you, buddy. I believe
And the graphics look amazing. Check it out, this burger.
Okay, well, it was last Friday night. I was walking home from the bar, and this woman started coming towards me. She was staggering, you know, so I figured she was drunk.
Whoa, whoa. Okay, tell us, be honest now. How many drinks did you have?
No, man, I barely had a buzz on.
Oh, come on.
Look, just listen, all right? She got closer, and I got a good look at her. You had to see her eyes, her nose, her whole face. It looked like it was rotting.
Yeah.
She looked like a corpse. Like a walking corpse, man.
Sounds like my wife.
I've never seen anything like it. I haven't been able to sleep since that night.
All right, calm down, buddy. Calm down. Just, hey, you gotta stay
Calm
strong,
down, feller.
okay? Don't give in to fear out there, right?
Yeah, well, you got that right. If you freeze up around these things, it'll sink to teeth in you. I'm trying to attack somebody.
Oh, come on. It's just getting good.
HDR, it's pretty bright lights. Looks pretty good.
I need some sleep. Oh, shit!
Oops. Poor dude.
What do I do? What am I gonna do?
Whoa. Whoa. Leon.
No one's around.
Nope.
That's weird.
Something's up. Doesn't look too shabby. Right, we are in control. We are at the gas station. Look around, doing that right now. We have some blood splatters. We have a police cruiser, which was exited in a hurry, it seems. Cigarettes. And I must say, the graphics, they really look pretty damn sharp. Pretty amazed with that. Of course, it's a shame that I cannot capture in 60 FPS, but yeah, it is what it is. I prefer to capture in 30 FPS and be able to actually upload it to YouTube, than have a lot of footage on my PC at 60 FPS and YouTube constantly crapping out. Alright, we have to get inside here, because while testing the game, that's the only thing that I did, was walk around a bit off here. There really wasn't a lot to find here. I mean, we cannot get over there. I tried to run on the street, but you hit an invisible barrier not too far away, so there's no use in that. So let's enter the gas station. The Misoil gas station. A little wine to wind down the day. Why not?
Hello? Anybody there?
Herbs heal you.
Something's not right.
No. You can say that again. Holy shit. Wow, there's somebody pretty close by. Man, it's amazing. Holy shit. I really wasn't expecting... I just finished Uncharted The Lost Legacy. And then I was like, okay, I'm actually waiting for Tomb Raider with ray tracing. But yeah, that really takes forever to finish, if they will finish it at all. And then I really wasn't expecting like this game to come out, and now I'm actually already like in an RE game, which is like super cool. Just checking it out a bit. The Dragon Slayer Eric. Good attention to detail over here. Let's check out that dude.
You alright?
He was bitten.
Don't move. I'll be back for you.
Alright. Let's check it out over here. Alright, I hear a zombie over there. I'm just quickly checking out over here. Maybe we can find a weapon or something. No. Have to go a long way around. Oops. I feel we are in for a jump scare. Hello, hello.
Stop moving.
Officer, you need help?
Stay back, sir. I got this.
Holy shit. Pretty gross. Holy shit.
Freeze! I'll shoot! What the?
God damn it. I don't have a reticle.
The hell?
Why don't... Ah, that's of course because I put off the HUD. And I don't have any...
Hey,
damn it.
what are you doing?
What am I supposed to do here? God damn it. Alright, I think I have to put on the HUD, because probably there was like a button prompt there that I totally did not see. Here we go. Just first to get into the game a bit, I will put on the HUD. So where the hell was that? Display. HUD. Like so. And I'm actually also curious about that anisotropic filter. What the hell? God damn it. So annoying. I didn't even switch it. I was just going down on the stick, but somehow it thought I went left and changed the refresh rate. I hope that didn't really screw up with the recording. Anyways, that anisotropic filtering, yeah, it's still on 16, so that's good. Here we go. And we have the HUD on now. I actually, yeah, already that little
Hello?
arrow pointing
Anybody
towards
there?
the door. That is exactly why I want to disable the HUD. I really don't like that. But let's see if it also removes the button prompts. Because
Something's not right.
first I need to learn those button prompts by head. And then I can afterwards... Here, investigate the store, stuff like that.
You alright?
I know that I have to investigate.
Don't move. I'll be back for you.
But first I need to figure out the controls, and then I can turn it off again, the HUD. And I actually wanted to shoot him in his legs, but it didn't really work.
Stop moving.
Officer, you need help?
Stay back, sir. I got this.
Oops. Gross. pretty gross.
Freeze! I'll shoot!
There's not really a button for us. Ah. At least I can get away now, I hope. Oh, wrong button. We have a key. Is that for the... What the hell? Can't I pick it up? Alright, I have it. God damn it! Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Come on, Leon, you can do this. There was a door, right?
Hey, what are you doing?
Come on, people.
Fuck!
God damn it! It's pretty hard. God damn it. Alright, this is probably not really fun to watch as a player. Like somebody failing all the time.
Hello? Anybody there? Something's not right.
Nope, indeed. Anyways, guys, what I will do is end the episode here. We are nearing the 30-minute mark. And then in the next episode, I will only include successful run. So should I fail a couple of more times, I will, each time I fail, I will also stop the recorder and start it up with a new attempt. And then only continue with the successful attempt. So no more fails, at least within this encounter, which is actually really bad. It's like the very first encounter of the game that I'm totally screwing it up. But it is what it is. Guys, hope to see you in the next part, where I will continue immediately from this point where we are now. For the meantime, do not forget to always keep on gaming. See you later.